Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the Karuisrc K600 4K GPS gimbal drone. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like. We're going to test it out, have some fun with it, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. All right, so as we get this open, first thing I'm going to tell you is I am not going to even pretend to go through all the capabilities of this thing. I am going to kind of walk through what I see and test it out a little bit, but there's going to be a lot of capabilities that you're going to need to figure out yourself. You will need to take a deep dive of the product here. This is a nice little carry case, first of all, storage case. It does have a front pocket, but I'm going to, like I said, need you to take a deep dive on this to understand it on your own. Looks like it has kind of a side pocket here, shoulder strap, with little side pockets, mesh side pockets on each side. I'm going to read the instructions at some point here and make sure that I fully understand this. Kind of a felt cover here, as well as a little kind of way to hold this thing in place. Instruction manual. Looks like our remote control. Looks like assembly of this might be slightly complicated, so be aware. Kind of comes in a little packet to help you keep things very organized. Let me slide that over a little bit so that we can kind of pull this. Well, let me do that one first. So it looks like the legs are the ones that need to be extended first. So getting this leg out first. And we've got most of this thing. You'll find that this thing is on a gimbal. Be aware. Pretty sweet. I mean, this thing is just absolutely cool. You got some pads on here, just so be aware, on the front too and in the middle. Of course, these all expand out. This is probably my battery coming from here, and some additional parts and pieces. I do like the foldability and portability of this thing because, you know, honestly, you're not going to always want to do it just from your house. You're going to take this places, and being able to kind of do that, pack it up, is awesome. So here's some extra, don't lose your screws, parts, pieces, screwdrivers, charging cable. So be aware. You have a USB-A to USB-C charger and a USB-C to USB-C. Looks like. Looks like we have a couple of these. I'm assuming these are extras, but I'm not certain, so I will be reading my instructions. And then, as mentioned, there's a couple screws, so just be aware of that in there, and then a little screwdriver. So just be aware of all the little things that come with it. And yes, I'm going to put them back in because I want to keep it organized until I read my instructions and then go from there. I'll probably end up putting this in kind of a Ziploc as opposed to trying to reuse that bag. This thing has some weight to it, so be aware that your battery is probably the heaviest part of this thing. Definitely feels, yeah, probably the heaviest thing on this is going to be my battery. Comes 75% charged. Looks like my charging port right there on the battery. So while I wait to do all this other stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and start charging it. Keep the strap with this. And then probably a separate set of instructions in here. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not. But very well packaged. I do like that it's almost resealable. I'm not having to tear these things for the most part. Extendable, adjustable. I do not know the heights yet that it can fly before losing traction. This also has a charging port. A lot of buttons to work with. Looks like memory card slot. Does not have a memory card in it. I'm not sure if those come out yet. They do. Assuming, I'm not going to make any assumptions, so I'm just going to hold that assumption, pump that back in. Need to get this charged up as well. I did see it. There we go. It does show that it is charging. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, gonna go ahead and let this whole thing charge up. There is a pretty extensive manual here to kind of walk you through, kind of making sure that you pre-flight you're launching from a metal surface. Take out the joystick at the back of the remote and install. So there is a little joystick here that we have to basically assemble. That's what we need to work with there. Those are little joysticks for the remote for the front. Sorry, there's an indoor mode, a GPS mode. Again, I'm probably not going to demonstrate all of these. We'll talk about kind of basic flights. We are going to record a little bit just so we can kind of make sure that we show you what the recording capabilities are like. So I will need to get my own memory card out here for that purpose, and all those different things. So make sure you, again, read this. This is pretty extensive. Probably not going to just open, unbox, and fly. I wouldn't recommend, at least. I would make sure that you kind of go through this thing, read all the different important pieces, which is what I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead, do that, get it charged up, and take it from there. All right, so once you get it turned on, you will have to sync it up with your remote control. There are some audible sounds, so just be aware that you'll have to go through this stuff. It's kind of noisy and weird. But we'll go ahead and kind of set this up. One of the things that you'll have to do is kind of get it normalized for how it's going to fly. So we'll go ahead and get that started here. And once it's calibrated, we'll be able to take it off and go from there.
and it'll kind of rotate how you need it to rotate, move around forwards and backwards. I'm hoping you can see this. I'll raise it up a little bit more. There we go, so you can see it. Now, one thing I said I was going to do, but I'm not actually going to do, is film, only because I don't personally have the get it above the tree so you can see it. I don't have the SD card set up yet, so again, you can kind of spin it around as needed. I know I've got a tree background that's not doing it justice maybe, so I'll try and bring it a little bit closer to me. Now, you do have to be wary of wind gusts, because I'm getting a little bit of wind right now. It's making it a little bit hard. But one of the fun parts about this is it's got a return home feature, and we'll try and demonstrate that as well. And so here it comes, returning back to where it should be approximately, and setting itself down. I know I kind of dropped that there, but that's a pretty cool feature, that it comes right back. So we're going to test that out again, just so I can get a better clip of that. All right, so I'm way up in the sky here, and we're gonna go ahead and just hit the return mode and have it come back home. So we're literally just gonna have to make sure it's clear, everything like that. And then we should hopefully see this sucker come back home. Floating right above me right now. And I think it's coming home slowly but surely into the spot that it was at. Yep, here we come. So it should just kind of come right back home, letting it figure it out as it slowly works its way back into place. And centers. So that was awesome. So this thing is totally worth buying. Again, the camera's just showing what you're seeing right now. I'm not going to necessarily show you the audio, like I said, because I just don't have the vid card that's on order that I'm looking for, the memory card. But definitely worth buying. Lots of fun. Great for adults and kids. So hopefully this review's helped you. Thanks for watching.